The jungle. Now we want to get into our NFL picks. We want to do rundown segment.
We still don't got a name for this segment. NFL picks. It's still NFL picks.
Yeah.
Yo, get in the comments. Let us know what to name this.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. Get in the comments, and we want you to name this segment for our
name
NFL
this
picks.
segment.
Yeah, definitely.
Best name. Put it in the comments. Okay, so without further ado, I'll be running it down this week, guys. Okay, first one: 49ers Bengals. 49ers at Bengals.
Bengals.
I think the 49ers are gonna bounce back. 49ers.
They won the first week. 49ers.
They didn't play well.
Okay, next game: Chargers at Lions.
Chargers.
Next game: Vikings at Packers.
Packers.
Vikings. Next game: Colts at Titans.
Titans.
Titans for sure. Next game: Patriots at Dolphins. Like
Patriots.
That's loud. Bills at Giants.
Bills.
Giants. What's wrong with this? Next game: Seahawks at Steelers.
Seahawks.
Oh, Steelers.
Seahawks.
Ooh.
Now you bugging. Next game: Cowboys at Redskins.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah, it's wow. Next game: Cardinals at Ravens.
Oh, Ravens.
Ravens.
We don't need to ask. Ravens. Next game: Jaguars at Texans.
Texans.
Three-way Texans. Next game: Chiefs at Raiders.
You know what? I'm gonna be a homer. Raiders.
Right. You get 2 weeks in a row that emotional ride?
Raiders.
I like the Raiders story. I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs stuff. Well, it's gonna be closer than you think.
Chiefs. Listen, not even play around. Next game: Bears at Broncos.
Bears.
Broncos. They're gonna get that dub. Come on. All right, in the last 3 games, we're gonna kind of break down a little bit of what we think. Saints at Rams. Doc, go ahead and jump us off a little bit.
I think that last year the Rams were more physical than the Saints, and I think that's what led to them eventually winning. That's why they got that call at the end. It was a bad call, but because they were just more physical, they got the benefit of the doubt. I think this year the Saints are going to look back on that, and I think they're going to be like, you know what, we missed our opportunity to get into the Super Bowl. So I think the Saints are going to come out. I'm not saying that they're just going to beat them down, but I think they're going to beat them pretty handily.
Cool. Good.
I'm gonna actually go the opposite way on this. The reason I'm gonna pick the Rams, I love the Saints this year. I like the Saints. Let's not get that twisted. But the reason I think the Rams are gonna win this game is because I think a lot of hype is about the call and it's not being about the game, and that was last year. This isn't earlier in the year. This season, this is completely last season, and the game's at the Rams, where I think emotionally they would be a lot more invested if it was in New Orleans. I think LA is going to pull it out, and I think LA is going to, say, hey, look, like this was more than just one call.
I'm going to agree with you with the Rams. I think you're right. They're making it kind of about the hype is about the call, but what about the game? And I think LA is going to be in at home, like their fans are going to have that energy, like, okay, they were in the Superdome last year when we got that call. Let's bring that energy to see that Rams W. And also, too, the Saints played a little more shaky than I thought they would, especially offensively. And that's their main calling card. So that's why I'm going to look exactly for the Rams to get this. Okay, quick analysis, guys, on the next ones. Eagles, Falcons. Go ahead.
Well, I do not trust the Atlanta Falcons defense. I'm sorry. Their defense, I don't know what it is. I just don't trust it. So because of that, I believe the Eagles will just move up and down the field. And it might be a little shootout in the beginning, but eventually the Eagles are going to win.
Go ahead, quickly.
Falcons. I think that the reason I'm going to go with the Falcons, the Eagles didn't look too great last week.
Yeah.
I do think that the Eagles could easily beat them in this game. I'm not too confident. I just think that the Falcons are desperate and at home, and I really don't think they want to start 0-2.
I think they're desperate not to start 0-2 also, which had me kind of leaning them. But then I want to go with Philly. Philly, a superior team. Philly also they looking at the Cowboys too. They can't let the Cowboys get too much ahead of them, start losing some games. So I think they're going to be right in there. I'm going to go with Philly. And the last game, guys, real quick analysis. Go ahead, AG, start us off. Browns versus Jets.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Browns.
That's my man.
The reason I'm gonna go with the Browns is 100% because Darnold's not playing. Obviously, with I'm not gonna call it an injury. We'll call it a sickness that he has going on. I think that the Browns heard everybody loud and clear about that their season's already over, that it's done for them, that they should pack it in, and that they're the old Browns. I think this is a good team that's, I think Le'Veon's a little banged up with his shoulder. I just think that overall, they're not healthy enough, the Jets, to beat them on offensively. I like the way that the Jets defense played, and I don't even think the Jets are that bad. I just think this is a game that Cleveland's going to win.
I think that the Jets are going to win. I think that the Browns need a little bit more humbling before they get there. I think what the Jets are going to do, they're going to blitz Baker Mayfield crazy, and then on the flip end, they're going to say, okay, you know what, Chubb, we're not going to let you get anything. So they're going to put everything on Baker Mayfield, and I still don't really fully trust him yet. So I don't see the Jets scoring many points, but I can see them getting a defensive touchdown or maybe something in that realm that'll help propel them to a win.
I like the Jets defense also. I think they could definitely keep this close with Baker Mayfield. Like you said, I want to see him establish himself too. Like you always say, once they get tape on you. So we'll see how he kind of establishes himself. My main thing, like I said a little earlier, the Browns defense, they're too stacked. And with the Jets missing Darnold, they should have their way with the Jets offense for the most part. So I'm going to take the Browns here. Guys, get in the comments. Let us know who you like this weekend. Jump.